Welcome everyone to A Disney Life for Me. Thank you so much for joining me. This week we're going to be doing a deep dive into the character of Tigger in the Winnie the Pooh series. Better yet said, T-I-G-G-E-R. I really hope you guys enjoyed this first video of the 3 deep dive series that we'll have on a character analysis on Tigger. Stay tuned until the very end to hear how you can be a friend to a Tigger in your life and also the lessons that we learned from Tigger. For those who don't know, Tigger is a fun-loving, silly character in the Winnie the Pooh series. He's a supporting character, and he is all about fun. I picked this location specifically because I could totally see Tigger bouncing off of these rocks like crazy here and into the deep ends of the 100-acre wood forest. Tigger is the ultimate optimist, and he has so much fun and laughter to offer to all his friends. Like if you are having a down day and you need a pick-me-up, Tigger is the friend that you want by your side. Although he has so much fun and vigor and enthusiasm in his life, a lot of the times his solutions can be a little over the top.
It's very simple. You just need a little bouncing right there.
That's almost amusing.
Despite his solutions and his ideas being a little over the top and reckless in action sometimes, his friends still love him and embrace him as he is. Tigger, more so than any of the other characters, I believe goes through a lot of identity moments, like who is he, what is he, where is his family. You know, if you watch the Tigger movie, and we'll discuss that a little bit later, you see him just wandering, trying to find a purpose and value in life and people that are like him. I believe that what's cool about Tigger in one of the episodes is an interaction that Eeyore and Tigger have about who he is when he loses his stripes. Basically, somehow, after the friends force Tigger into getting a bath time, he loses his stripes. Tigger goes through a moment of like, who am I without my stripes? I'm not a Tigger if I don't have stripes. And all the friends act like they don't know him and they don't recognize him because he doesn't have his stripes as usual. So Tigger goes into this sad mode of his and is off alone into the forest wondering who he is without his stripes. Until Eeyore comes along. Eeyore comes along and says, "Hey Tigger." And Tigger gets mad at him and he's like, "Why are you calling me Tigger? Don't you see I don't have stripes? I'm not a Tigger." And Eeyore just so beautifully says,
"Hello, Tigger."
You know, that's the 3rd time today you called me Tigger.
Well, aren't you?
No, I don't have any stripes.
Oh, doesn't matter. You're still Tigger on the inside.
You mean I'm a Tigger no matter what?
Well, of course.
Yahoo!
Nothing to get hysterical about.
all Tigger needed was for one person to believe that he was who he said he was and who he's always been, and he was back to himself. Here are different quotes and examples of what makes Tigger Tigger if you're unfamiliar with the series.
Oh, well, glad to meet you. Name's Tigger. T-I-G-G-E-R. That spells Tigger.
But what is a Tigger?
Well, he asked for it. The wonderful thing about Tiggers is Tiggers are wonderful things. The tops are made out of rubber, the bottoms are made out of strings. The bouncy, flouncy, flouncy, pouncy, fun. But the most wonderful thing about Tiggers is I'm the only one. I'm the only one.
Tigger is all about bouncing around in life and having fun. He'll even say the best thing about being a Tigger is that he's the only one. Is he the only one? What is it like when you are the only one of your kind among your community? Can it be a lonely place? What do you do in that situation? How can we help a Tigger in our life that feels like they are the only one? Here are 5 ways to be a friend to a Tigger. The first way I believe that a Tigger needs a friend is when they are down, to have someone that'll be there for them to pick them back up and to help them navigate the waters of sadness. It's unfamiliar territory for a Tigger to be in the sad realm. And so when an Eeyore comes along, or someone that's a little bit more in tune with sadness and okay with it, it's really helpful for Tigger to be able to rejuvenate himself back into his old self again. Another great way to be a friend to a Tigger is to remind him of your love for him. Remind him and affirm him that you love him for who he is, for all his bouncy ways, and don't desire to change him at all. Number 3, a great way to be a friend to a Tigger is bounce with them. Tiggers love to have fun. They love to bounce around. They love to laugh. Make time to do that with Tigger. Make time to enjoy life with them, because that's what they do best. They enjoy life. Number 4, do not be afraid to say no. Tiggers need to hear no. They need to hear that not all day, every day can we have fun. They need to know that it's okay to not have fun all the time. It's okay to not always hang out and be stimulated by the next new experience. It's good for them to hear a no, because they are often the ones that are always jumping at saying yes to everything. And sometimes being a good friend is saying, no, Tigger, I think we should study now. Or, no, Tigger, I think we need to get this housework done. Or, no, Tigger, let's do this. Or perhaps instead of saying no, you could even say, well, how about we do this task first and then go bounce? And although this is number 5 on the list, this is probably the most important. Be patient. Tigger is going to cause a mess and make mistakes and do the wrong things, but it's not intentionally. It's just reckless behavior that he has at times. Tiggers need to be given a lot of grace for the messes that they create and be loved in the midst of those messes. A few lessons we can learn from Tigger is number 1. We can learn how to enjoy life to the fullest with all his optimism and enthusiasm that he has to offer, and be able to bounce around, be able to play. We learn how to play with Tigger, and I think that's a really important quality that we can miss oftentimes as adults. We still need some playtime, as they say, and that will look different for one person to the next. But I think we learn from Tigger that it's important for us to not lose that quality of having fun and laughter and enjoying life, not always working. Another thing we can learn from Tigger is his relentless desire to always help his friends in whatever way he can, even if it's reckless. He always has a desire to help his friends get to whatever goal they need. And that is something that we can really learn from on how to be a support and encouragement to our friends as they're meeting their goals and trying to do what they want to do in life. Or if they lose something that it was precious to them, Tigger takes the time to be there with them and help them find whatever it is that they lost. Tigger is really good at being optimistic and looking at the bright side of life. I think there is a lesson to learn here in that he can see options and possibilities in the good. He doesn't always see something bad happen and think it's going to devastate everything, but rather he can see a way of things to be better despite the hardship that just happened. And one of the greatest qualities that Tigger has is his bravery, his willingness to take a stand for his friends, his willingness to go out in front of the team and take one for the team or lead the way. He's not afraid, and he's willing to be the leader for them whenever they're having to deal with like hufflumps or woozles, and be there to support them in the midst of them feeling fearful. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Coming up later this week, we'll be discussing Tigger's Myers-Briggs letters and his Enneagram number. So keep your eyes out for those 2 videos coming out later this week. Also, if you haven't yet and you like this content, please make sure to like this video, click on our subscribe button, and click on the notification bell to get notifications anytime we post a video just like these. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope that you have a wonderful and fabulous day. And remember to have fun, 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 fun. And as always, life is a prize. Live every minute. Bye, guys.